name is Hannah and I'm an art student living in Osaka, Japan, and today I will be working on basically some tiny postcard size drawings slash paintings. I will be using some paint. So I basically talked too much in my intro, so I cut that bit out, and first we're going straight to Family Mart to print my sketches that I did digitally on my iPad, so that way I can transfer them onto paper and do them analog. Every convenience store seems to have these printers, but they are a little slow. You can use a USB or you can download an app on your phone that can send the files directly to the printer. But I realized when I was doing this that I didn't format the images so that they were A4, so it automatically blew them up large, and I don't know how to get it to not do that. So I was gonna have to go home and do it again, so I decided to get a frappe. Family Mart has the, frappuccinos, so you just buy them and then you take the lid off and you select the frap option, and it basically just puts hot milk in there, and then you're supposed to stir it yourself. I actually usually prefer 7-Eleven. They have smoothies, but I like this Family Mart. It's big. In my sadness, that's what I got, and I then headed back home to then reformat my files. We finished printing successfully. So I used this light pad that I actually got in Korea on Coupang to just transfer my images. So from here on, I'm going to just show you my process on the screen, and I'm going to just talk about other things. But the theme for these are, tiny figures in a very blown up world. So, this woman is on a lily pad and sunbathing with a petal, and all of them are these tiny figures, and I just am really attracted to this theme of usually female. I've always usually drawn female figures that are really small with really huge plants around them, and I think because on the one hand, you can feel really small and powerless in that situation, but I think at the same time you could be in awe or in wonder of the world around you, and that's more of the point of view that I'd like to think of it, which is not that you're small and insignificant, but rather that you're a part of such a bigger thing that surrounds you. And I think that's something that is really hard for us to manage. Lately at school, I've just been feeling like I don't really know why I decided to make my life so hard and come to Japan and do this difficult thing at this later age in my life. And I'm just really feeling a lot of self-doubt if I'm going to get a job, if this is going to work out. And I just kind of want to go into my brain, into this magical world of tiny ladies. I just wanted to make these for this show. First of all, I do have a show that these were for. We were supposed to make mini drawings or paintings, and this was my idea all along, to do these sort of small women, but I didn't really think much about why I wanted to do them until I started to kind of make this video and think about the meaning behind it. And I do think that I really believe the world is a place full of wonder, and it's something that is really easy for us to forget. And I would like to try to bring that sense of wonder into my daily life as best I can. It's been really hard lately, but that's what I really want to show in my art is wonder and awe, and one with nature, but definitely like human connection to past. I think I'm really fascinated by ancient art, and I mean like old art, not like just folk art, although I do love folk art as well. But I really like, I follow this Instagram of archaeological art, and I love seeing the really old things from all around the world. But I digress. Although I love ancient art, this was definitely more inspired by the largeness of the world around us, be it nature, or we could also interpret it as just how small we are within the world or the entire universe. But how that can be a scary thing, but it can also be something that can put things in perspective and also create a sense of wonder about everything, or a sense of awe about the world that surrounds us, instead of making us feel bad or insignificant about that situation, because that's just the truth. We're not the center of the universe, and actually that should take a huge weight off of our shoulders rather than burden us more, I think, at least. So I finished my small girls, and I'm mostly happy with them. The ones where I had 2 girls didn't come out as well, but now we're going to put them in frames that I bought from Amazon. So from here on, I'm just going to walk you through, just putting them in the frame, and yeah, let's see how they come out. So I was originally going to add some like washes of paint to these black and white drawings. Actually, originally I was going to paint them, but I kind of like them the way they are. I think they're very simple, and I honestly don't have a lot of time. I'm going out of town tomorrow, and I think this is good enough. And sometimes that's the best we can do, is good enough. I think if I tried to add paint now, I'd feel rushed and I would question my decision. So I can always add paint later after the show. It's not a big deal. So I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna call it a day. Let's wrap her up. Now we're setting up for the show, and I get to see everybody else's work and feel sort of bad about mine. I did end up going, monochromatic, and I'm not totally sure that has the impact that I would have liked. But I'm gonna show you the show of everybody's work at school, and let me know what you think in the comments of other people's work. in all, I'm mostly happy with these pieces. I'm just sort of glad that I brought an idea into fruition, but I would really like to revisit them and maybe paint them like I originally planned and use more color. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too boring, and let me know what you think about my work or the work of my classmates below. Thanks for watching. Bye.